What's up guys, Susie here with the MediterraneanDish.com. Today we are making a simple Mediterranean style mustard potato salad loaded with fresh flavors and some capers. Let me show you how it goes. So as far as the kind of potato we are using today, we are using, okay, let's try that again. As far as the kind of potato we're using today, we're going for gold potato that are on the small side like this. So you don't want them to be so large, but you want them to be large enough to be able to slice them. These have been cleaned and scrubbed real well and dried. We're gonna start by slicing them using our trusted mandolin slicer. You can also use a knife, but I need them super thinly sliced. Right, when you get to kind of the lower part, use your guard so you don't hurt your fingers. I set my slicer at 3, which is kind of a good size. See, this is how thin they are. These are like a 1/4 inch or so, maybe even thinner. By the way, these potatoes are still raw. We have not cooked them yet, so just FYI. Raw potatoes that have been washed, scrubbed real well, and then dried real well. Okay, very last potato. I used the 1.5 pounds, by the way, you guys. So this makes a good amount that you can take to your potluck or whatever. And we're just gonna boil them for a few minutes. Now they're not gonna take very long because look how thin they are, right? So they're gonna take like 5 to 6 minutes to boil, and then we're gonna jazz them up with our dressing. We've got our potatoes, we've got some water in here, that's all I have. It covers the potatoes by about 1 inch, and we're gonna get this boiling. Potatoes are happily boiling. Let's drop some kosher salt here for a little flavor. We're gonna turn this down and let it simmer for about 5 to 6 minutes or so, and then it'll be ready to use. All right, let's make some dressing for our potato salad. I'm gonna start with extra virgin olive oil. This time I'm using Early Harvest Greek extra virgin olive oil. You can find it on the MediterraneanDish.com. Hit the shop tab when you get there. About 1/3 cup is all I want here. Okay, now for a citrus, I'm using actually white wine vinegar, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then Dijon mustard, a squirt that's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then we're gonna add some flavor makers. Sumac, you guys have heard me talk about sumac 100 times. If you have not tried it, again, grab it on the MediterraneanDish.com. Just hit the shop tab. This adds tang, depth, just all sorts of great flavor all at once. You really have to try it. So, and then I have black pepper, just a pinch, not too much. And then I have a pinch of coriander. Coriander really complements the Dijon mustard here, so a really good addition to your vinaigrette. We're gonna give all of this a good whisk. You wanna get to a point where everything is well combined. So remember, there's no mayonnaise involved in this potato salad, and we're not crying about it. I need to prepare my fresh herbs, and that's a bit of parsley and a bit of dill. Dill is so good, so fresh. About 1/4 cup each, 1/4 cup dill, 1/4 cup parsley. I'm just gonna give it a quick chop. So point your knife down and just go at it like this. And then we're gonna go for some parsley. No big deal here, just bunch it up and chop like a pro. Watch your fingers. It's all right if you have a few stems in there because they have a ton of flavor. Combine these guys here and just kind of give them one last chop together, and there you go. All right, these look nice and tender to me. Yep, you're able to poke through easily. They are perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and drain them, and then we're gonna jazz them up with the vinaigrette that we just made. These are nice and hot and ready. I've drained the water. All we have to do now is add the flavor makers. So we're gonna go ahead and put them in our bowl. For best flavor, you wanna hit them up with the flavors right away while they're nice and warm. So I'm gonna wake up my dressing here, give it a nice whisk to get it going again. Watch the magic. Oh yeah. You will not miss the mayo in this salad, I promise you. A nice gentle toss to coat the potatoes, and they look lovely. And then we're gonna add some onions that have been chopped. And then we're gonna add the dill and parsley that we took care of earlier. And we're gonna add some capers. They will add a lot of tang, and they're just gorgeous in this salad. Give everything a nice toss again, and some of it will break, and that's quite okay. But look at that, you guys, so gorgeous. It smells beautiful. And as with all potato salads, it's great to make this a little bit in advance to allow the flavors to meld and settle and all the good stuff. So I'll probably chill this for a half hour to an hour before I serve it. Great to bring for a potluck or whatever your next outing is. You guys, grab the recipe for this easy Mediterranean-styled mustard potato salad on themediterraneandish.com. And for more easy, wholesome recipes with big Mediterranean flavors, subscribe to this channel. I'll see you later. Ciao.